Hey everybody, my name is Jamie Cannady, and this year when completing the Silver Leadership Challenge, I decided to create what I like to call a whole new world, which for me meant creating leadership in dance. It was something that I saw was rather needed, and I felt like I had gotten skills from the Bronze Leadership Challenge that I had applied in my program, and so in completing silver, I decided that I wanted to do the same thing. So, my main goal for the Silver Leadership Challenge was to create a successful cohort of bronze students in the dance department. I completed bronze my freshman year through the UNCG Guarantee Program, and being a dance major, it was easy to apply my leadership skills in classes and opportunities given to me by my department. I had experience in co-facilitating bronze and realized how much I enjoyed watching students grow, which is why I decided to focus my silver experience in this field. I pitched my idea to the head of my department and she loved it. So in the fall of 2019, I became the first undergraduate bronze cohort leader and led 3 wonderful dance students through the challenge while tying it together with their experience as dancers. I wanted to take what I had learned through bronze and how I had applied it the last 3 years and coach my peers through the same objectives. It was something that I personally know that I had grown as a person while, going through the department and going through my program. And I really just wanted to kind of spread that knowledge through anybody that would listen and anybody that would think my idea was good. And it was something that I also want to continue doing in the future. In terms of growth, when I was completing this challenge, I became much more secure in my confidence to effectively teach leadership skills to college students. It's something that, since I became a CC through UNCG Guarantee freshman year, I knew that teaching leadership skills and leadership development was something that I had a newfound passion for. It was something that I really enjoyed watching students growing and learning more about themselves because I realized that it was important my freshman year when I went through bronze, how much I grew as like a person, a student, a leader, future professional, all of that. I realized how important it was for me, and I really wanted to spread those skills. Um, with that, I also took more time to attend more conferences and taking more professional development opportunities. I had actually pitched to present at the Link conference, which was unfortunately canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But this idea of merging two things that are polar opposites into one was something that, again, I was really passionate about. And so I had actually pitched an idea to present at Link, calling it, quote unquote, a whole new world. Um, but my main goal for this entire thing was to have students who believed in me and believed in my passion of both like dance and leadership development, and completing my main goal of successfully leading dance students through bronze was a really important thing for me. In terms of community engagement, I decided to pretty much go back to the source and took to my department, which is the School of Dance here at UNCG, to complete my service hours. I mainly assisted the administrative support associate at the time. Her name is Amy Masters. She's amazing. When I began this challenge, she was going through like a job transition. So she started as the administrative support associate, and now she is the business services associate in our department. However, in the fall, she was basically doing both jobs at the same time, so she was under a lot of stress. So I reached out to her and asked how I could help in any way. She and I had always been close, number one, and number two, I had always been fascinated with the behind the scenes of our department, how everything worked. So I assisted in organizing audition emails, reaching out to the students who were auditioning in the fall. I put together packets, planned the day. I attended audition committee meetings where we discussed, the criteria for the audition process, along with actually volunteering at auditions for the program. I also volunteered at High School Dance Day, which is a day that our department hosts where we don't have classes and We bring in dance departments from high schools around the state. For a certain amount of money, they can bring their students and they can take college dance classes and so on and so forth, kind of get to experience what we experience on the day to day. I volunteered with that, and I also um, assisted multiple shows throughout the year, front of house. I worked a lot in the booth and things like that. Um, like I said earlier, I really wanted to get to know kind of the inner workings of my department, and with the professional development that I had also completed for this challenge, I was able to kind of tie together my experiences in both dance and kind of this student affairs world where I also want to live to solidify my future goals. My personal motivation for completing silver was very easy for me to pick out when thinking about it throughout the entire year, but also when honing in for this presentation. As I stated earlier, I found my love of leadership development my freshman year, but then on through my sophomore and junior year as a peer mentor through UNCG Guarantee. I was helping first year students complete their Bronze Leadership Challenge my sophomore and junior year, while also completing it my freshman year. Being able to see students grow into their own personal leadership instead of developing like cookie cutter, like everybody is the same type of person, is something that I found really fascinating. I really enjoy these leadership challenges here at UNCG for the sole reason that it doesn't create this kind of cookie cutter idea. Like, I am not a leader in the same way that my peers are leaders, and they are not leaders in the same way that I am. And with that, like this year, I wanted to branch out on my own. I had worked with UNCG Guarantee and I really enjoyed it. But I wanted to take what I had learned and apply it elsewhere. And again, as I've said before, it was something that I realized how much learning about my leadership affected my performance in dance classes, in just regular gen ed classes, in volunteer opportunities and extracurriculars throughout our department, and kind of what I was able to do throughout my 4 years here. And with the help of some of my mentors, I realized how much my experience as a dance student was impacted, and I wanted to go through and spread that knowledge to anybody who also felt like there was more that they could be doing. As for future goals, I really want to take everything that I've learned here at UNCG. I did not get a chance to complete the Gold Leadership Challenge before my time was up here at UNCG, but I do know that bronze and silver impacted me heavily, so I plan on taking those skills that I learned and what I have again tied together throughout my 4 years here in both like dance and student affairs. I want to take those into my profession as a student affairs professional. I intend on getting my master's of education in student affairs or higher education leadership, whatever degree comes my way. And I want to pursue a career in that field. Leadership development is something that I am passionate about in and of itself. Being able to add dance to it was something that I had the luxury of here. And one day being able to work in both student affairs and dance is a dream of mine. So I very much look forward to being able to take all of the self-reflection I've done throughout everything that I've been through here at UNCG and all of the information I have yet to learn and combine everything into my future career and become an amazing student affairs professional.